Good morning. It is the 6th and final day of a week on Sainsbury's Basics, and I'm a little sad. I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit sad because, not because the week's ending, but because Grace is cleaning the bloody oven and I can't have any breakfast.
Why now? Why now of all times? Why? This isn't Sainsbury's Basics.
But it's alright, no dramas here. I can have chocolate, so that's fine. I can have some chocolate for breakfast, just to tide me over. And then I'll figure out something for lunch. But, you know, we're big boys here. We're all adults. We'll be fine.
Oh, look at this snoozy boy. Look at him pretending the camera isn't in his face.
I'm getting hungry. It is approaching lunchtime and I'm getting hungry. Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I am hungry. Grace is just about finishing the oven cleaning saga, because apparently it takes like 4 hours. The stuff has to like soak and stuff and whatever. I don't care. I'm just counting down the seconds now until I can make some food. Hopefully it's going to be nice. I'm not mad.
More editing. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Chips.
Right, Grace has finally finished doing the oven, so I'm able to make some food. And I have some bread, which is amazingly not mouldy. This sort of really cheap bread for other supermarkets that they used to do went mouldy in like days, and this has lasted a week, so quite impressed about that. And then to go with that, I have some Sainsbury's Basics tuna in brine. Come on, where's your selling point about how it's dolphins or something? Can't see anything on there, but this was 80p, so hopefully there are no dolphins in there. And then, oh my god, a whole brick's worth of cheese. A kilo of full flavour cheddar cheese. And this was £4.60, so one of the more expensive items I bought this week. So I'm going to make tuna melt for lunch. I'm very excited, I like a tuna melt. So let's go melt some tuna. Here's my toast and my tuna. So I just need to layer it up with some of my very cheap cheese. And then it'll go back under the grill. Looking forward to this. It's going to be nice. Marvellous. Get under the grill. Look how clean it is. Time for me to dirty it back up. Well, if I do say so myself, I think that looks and smells pretty good. So let's give it a try. That was worth waiting the 4 hours for you to clean the bloody oven.
Is it dry?
A little bit. But let me have this moment. It's really nice. Would you like to try a bit?
I'll have a little bit.
Yeah, you can't have much because this is mine. You didn't want it.
Yeah, it is nice.
I'm not sure about the cheese.
No, the cheese tastes a bit odd.
And the tuna's actually super flavourful.
Yeah, that's really good. Really good.
So I've been doing some more editing. There I am, looking like a tart in bed. And it is now getting on late, so it's time for food. I want some food, so I'm going to get some food. It's dinner time. I'm hungry. I'm saying words, so I'm going to go get some food. So what is the final meal? What are we ending this momentous week with? Surely it's going to be something big and grand and spectacular. It's mixed vegetable savoury rice. Fewer vegetables, still satisfying. How can you promote something as being a mixed vegetable rice but then say it's got less bloody whatever. Okay, so that was 40p. But to go with my rice, I have Sainsbury's Basics chili con carne, nicely spiced for jackets or rice. Oh, look, I got some rice. And this was 65p. So, yeah, chili and rice, the final meal. I'm looking forward to it. Usually the value kind of chilies is alright. As for this though, I don't know. How do I actually cook it? On the hob. Okay, can I microwave? Yes, I can microwave, but it takes about the same time, so Might as well do it on the hob. So I've got my rice on the go, my chilli on the go. Just need to give it a few minutes to kind of do its thing. And I'm excited for it. It smells alright. Just a shame that there's less veg in there. Here's my rice. Looks and smells pretty good. On goes some chilli. And, of course, some of that leftover cheese. Right. It's not the prettiest bowl of food in the world, but it looks and smells good, so let's try it. That's pretty good. That's very good. Well, that's the last meal done with, and it was actually really nice. Really happy with it. I'm very full. But it's been the end of the week. It's been a long week, so I feel like it's only fair to give myself a bit of a treat. So, it's time for some Sainsbury's Basics lager. What have we got? Crisp with a refreshing taste. So, 4 cans of Sainsbury's Basic Lager, £1.10. So, it's basically only just over 25p per can. So, is it going to be nice? Who knows? I can't get it out with one hand. This is a shambles. And it's still a shambles. It's all come good in the end. This is going to be interesting. Sainsbury's Basics Lager. Doesn't really taste like lager. Almost tastes like a bitter, almost like Boddington's or John Smith's. It's very weak tasting, but it's actually alright. It doesn't really taste like lager. It is quite nice. I'm quite disappointed. 2% volume in this. It's almost legally not alcoholic. It's almost like a shandy. Yeah, it's alright. If you want a weak as piss lager, or bitter, pick it up. It's like 25p a can. I'm almost disappointed that it's alright, to be honest. Oh, well, this is the last time that I'm doing this week. And I'm not disappointed, because I could just buy the food any old time. But it's been a really good week. Although it's not really been that cheap, has it? Not on the grand scheme of things. Yes, there's been some expensive things in there. You're not going to buy a kilo of cheese every week, or a bottle of vodka, or the lagers, or the big bag of sweets. So it wouldn't always be £77 for a week on Sainsbury's Basics. But as for the final day, I didn't have. I've had a couple of my 2% lagers. Don't you worry. So as for day 7, didn't have any breakfast because Grace was she was cleaning the oven this morning, and I can't remember what I was going to do. Probably it was going to be sausage sandwiches. I could have fried them, but you know, CBA, and I held off to have my tuna melt, which was really, really nice. And then I had some chocolates. I can't remember if I told you about that, but I had more chocolate. Yes. And then the rice and the chilli for dinner with more cheese, and that was really good. That was one of my favourite meals of the week. A very nice chilli. The cheese is alright. I did have a bit of cheese on its own. It's not great, but if you put it with stuff, like with the tuna melt, or with the chilli, it's nice. And then the beer, which surprised me. 25p a can. You're not going to get a really... Like, it costs in this country, God, what does it cost? In some places, you know, you can just be £4.50 for a pint of lager. So to get a tin for 25p or 28p or whatever the hell it works out at is quite impressive. So I think Sainsbury's Basics are onto something with their range. It's to date the best cheap range supermarket value range, but I'm going to go into this in the morning because I have to see how I've gained or lost any weight eating nothing but Sainsbury's Basics. So I'll hold off on the praise just for now. So yes, I'm going to go to bed tonight, then I'm going to wake up, I will shower and dry, because people think I get on the scales wet. I will shower, then dry, and then I'll hop on the scales, but I might have another lager, to be honest, first.
Right. You were 15.1. What are you now? 15.2. Basically it's a pound. Eating nothing but ready meals and bread and sweets and beer and vodka. Turns out you gain a pound. Could probably up their fresh fruit game a little bit, I think. Sainsbury's Basics.
Well then, that was a week on Sainsbury's Basics. And yeah, like I kind of already started to say, and I've been saying it throughout the week, to be fair, it was really good. I've got no major complaints, other than the fact that I kind of wish they did milk and maybe butter. At least they don't do it at my store. You can leave the comments below to say if your local store does them. But mine didn't. It didn't. So, just to recap the week. Sausage on the first day, very good with the whole fry-up malarkey. Then lamb chops as a roast dinner. That was the lamb chops were okay, but the rest of the roast dinner was nice. I mean, that's due to my cooking, obviously. Then day 2, I had the berry and the yogurts. That was okay. And then lasagna for lunch, and then the pizza for dinner. That was a good day. Pizza, okay, up until that point, pizza was my favourite. Then I had toast and honey, that was lame. Corned beef sandwich, mac and cheese, that was really good. Okay, the mac and cheese is leapfrogging the pizza for me. Then day 4 was beans on toast, spag bol for lunch, fish fingers, chips and mushy peas. I mean, that was fairly standard, that was okay. Day 5, cornflakes and not Sainsbury's Basic milk. Was it cheating? Don't know. But at least that was better than that awful PB&J. Don't know how people eat that. Then another spaghetti bolognese. That was really nice too. Did it leapfrog the mac and cheese? No, it didn't. Cottage pie on day 6. And what else did I have? I had sausage. I didn't write it down on my thing because I'd already paid for it. Yeah, that's fairly standard. That was fairly standard. And then yesterday, day 7, was my tuna melt, followed by my rice and chilli, which was really nice. But did it leapfrog the mac and cheese? No, it didn't. So, by far the best meal was just a ready meal mac and cheese and garlic bread. It says a lot about me, really, doesn't it? And then the pizza. Basically, it was just all the stuff I didn't cook myself was the nicest. Oh dear, maybe I should change the way I think about my own cooking. So, I'm actually really impressed with the Sainsbury's Basic range. And it didn't actually turn out to be that cheap. As I've already said, you're not regularly going to buy a kilogram of cheese or a bottle of vodka or a big bag of chocolates. They were the more expensive items. There was some incredibly cheap items in there, like the garlic for 35p, and you get spaghetti for 20p, and just these ridiculously tiny prices for what you get. And it's really good, but then there are other basic things which probably you wouldn't expect to have a basic thing, like vodka and chocolates, which were alright. But yes, maybe Sainsbury's could look at having more fresh fruit and more vegetables. I mean, they have more than I expected, but even more would be good, because they have potatoes and they have onions. But maybe they could increase that range. I did actually try and order their only fruit option, which was strawberries, and they subbed it for the most expensive version of them. So Grace ate those. I didn't have it. So I could have potentially had strawberries in Sainsbury's Basics, but alas, they didn't have any. So it sucks to be me. I didn't get any fresh fruit this week. I did get some in that trifle, which was delicious. But there we are. That was a week on Sainsbury's Basics. Would I recommend it? Don't get everything Sainsbury's Basics, but if you do choose to get stuff, or if you have to get stuff, if you have to rely on it for your budget, it's very good. So don't be downhearted if you end up with Sainsbury's Basics products. They're better than Tesco's value range, and they're better than Asda's smart price range. So
there we go. These value ranges are getting better and better. Do Marks and Spencer's do a value range? I would like to see that. No, they don't. Waitrose do. I could do that one. But we'll see. Maybe another time. So thank you very, very much for watching this week. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. If you'd like to support the show on Patreon, that would mean the world to Grace and I. It really means that I can continue making these interesting weeks, and I mean interesting as if the upcoming ones have anything to go by. You'll be able to see the videos early. You can contribute to things when things are there to be contributed to. Again, another one is coming up shortly, which is going to be interesting. So if you'd like to follow me on social media as well, all my links are in the description. My novel Viral is currently like 27% off on Amazon UK on the paperback. All the other links are in the descriptions. Or just subscribe and ring the bell. That also really, really helps. So, thanks for watching. And I'm going to go and get myself some Sainsbury's Basic chocolates now.